Good evening, good night, good day, or good now. Whatever it is. Good now, Jackie. It is Wednesday, October 15th, 2025. Yes, I forgot to record. Leave me alone. But in this upcoming clip, I'm gonna show you two clips, one at a time. We're over the first clip, then I'm gonna show you the second clip, then we're gonna discuss about it. Alright? So let's start with the first clip.
When did racism become a political opinion? When did "I don't think you should exist" get rebranded as a political disagreement? Yeah, somewhere along the way, homophobia became religious beliefs, racism became tough on crime or border security, and misogyny became traditional values. And somehow it all got conflated with politics. A political disagreement involves how much money should go to the military versus schools versus the roads, whether college should be free or not, and everything else I mentioned before that is hate speech. Stop confusing the two.
Now, between those two, in this first video, the point is that hate speech or horrible takes have been easily rebranded as just opinion. That sentiment I heavily agree with, considering we as a society normalize horrible takes like the Great Replacement Theory, just to name one, a quote unquote tough on border crime, or supposedly tough on crime, in other words, as an excuse for racism and white supremacy, as well with the Great Replacement Theory, as I already mentioned. We normalize horrible stuff and outrageous takes just in the name of quote unquote respecting opinion. Those aren't opinions. There's a huge, and I mean huge difference between opinion, a statement, a falsehood, and there's straight up white supremacist a white supremacist take at that point. There's a huge difference. The fact that we have blurred those lines so damn easily shows what are we even doing actually? Do we want a repeat of history? Do we want a repeat of the KKK? Or the KKKK? Yes, the 4Ks. What else am I forgetting? Do we want a repeat of the Holocaust? Or do we want a repeat of the Yahtzee regime? Do we need another oppression or oppressive dictatorship? Do we need another one of those? No, we don't. Stop trying to normalize it. Do we need violence? No, we don't. Stop trying to normalize it through just differing opinions. Actually call people out if they are wrong. If they try to disguise a misinformation or a falsehood as just opinion, call them out for it. We should be normalizing this, and we should be doing this more. The fact that we haven't or aren't saddens me. Like, seriously. Remember. Let me see if I don't think I have a good example right now. I'll put in the comment, I'll put on the screen some text if I do remember an idea or a good scenario for this. But now, let me know at least in the comments how you think about this idea. I'm just expressing my point of view, my viewpoint, or my opinion on this end. Remember, this is going to be subjective, but this is more trying to come from a logical, objective standpoint, not trying to be too subjective, while still expressing emotion, because emotion is inherently bad. Like, just the whole idea is a little sidetracking right now. The whole deal, as one of my counselors point out, one the teachers actually pointed out that when a woman gets emotional, all of a sudden it's seen as bad. Yet when a boy or a man gets emotional or starts showing emotion, all of a sudden it's now a good thing. Weird standards, pretty much. Hey, look back on that, huh? Now, for the next take, next clip, here we go.
Y'all are not gonna like this, but it needs to be said. Being religious doesn't equate to you being a good person. You're doing all these good deeds, Not because you're a good person, bitch. You just don't want to meet Tom Ellis, bro. And let's be honest, bro. Some of y'all don't even bother to love thy own neighbor. You love thy own neighbor of thy own skin tone.
And now this next clip is going to be blunt. Obviously, it's going to be more critique on religious people who just use the Bible or use religion as a way to scapegoat against their supposed enemies, even though Jesus himself tells you to love thy neighbor and welcome the stranger and uplift the oppressed. Even though y'all people who use religion as a scapegoat do not do so. The same people who claim they are extending and spreading the values of Jesus would also deport him and want him executed for his beliefs, most likely, if they realize he's actually a radical thinker. Hell, let me just list you some ideas of also what's in the Bible to contradict them. No, this is not from Jesus, but rather from the Bible. Remember, not everything that's in the Bible is actually from Jesus, so let me make that clear. Next up, Exodus 20:13, you shall not murder. Then Exodus 32:27 says, God commands the Levites, each man put his sword on his side, and go in and out from gate to gate in the camp, and each kill his brother, and his companion, and his neighbor. Ironic, huh? Joshua 6:21, they devoted the city to the Lord, utterly destroying everything in it, men and women, young and old, cattle, sheep, and donkeys. Next up, 1 Samuel 15:3. Now go attack the Amalekites and utterly destroy all that they have. Do not spare them, but kill both man and woman, children and infants, ox and sheep, camel and donkey. Exodus 21:20-21. If a man strikes his male or female slave with a rod, and the slave dies under his hand, he should be punished. But if the slave survives a day or two, he is not to be punished, for the slave is his money. This is, in other words, defending slavery. Only when it backfires on them. Only when they don't profit from it. Not only defending capitalism, which is but also defending slavery. Deuteronomy 22:28-29. If a man meets a virgin who is not betrothed, and seizes her and lies with her, and they are discovered, the man who lay with her shall give the father 50 shekels of silver, and she shall be his wife because he has violated her. He may not divorce her all his days. Which basically says that you shouldn't, per se, divorce someone, even though you, basically defending the RAP word. I am not going to say the full word. You can make insinuations or fill in the blanks, I should say. Overall, the Bible is not justification for much of anything. It does not justify your religion. Being religious does not justify anything. It's also a claim, by the way, not the evidence. Now, basically, I'm just going to end this here. You can rant, you can complain all you want in the comments, but I'm still standing by my beliefs, my opinion there, unless I can get evidence to back this up, defend me, or I should say, counter-argument my points well. If you can, go ahead. I'm willing to hear you go out. If you're actually being serious, not just complaining for the complaining's sake. Now, this is going to be it for now. And I'll probably see you next week. You'll see Jackie tomorrow. Now, have a good one. Goodbye.